And she's like vodka, you know, it's very strong, but she's sweet at the same time. So it's like, in a sense, she's not intoxicating because you're very present in that moment. So think of her as the smoothest vodka. Like, imagine, like vodka that your mom made. Let's put it that way. What? Wow. That is so cool. It's pretty much like almost similar, the topics that are similar to what I have. And I think this is great because you have that priority of applied transport. So remember I told you guys that she was awesome? Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh man, I feel so honored. Now I'm blushing because it's like I just told you guys that this was my missing link, you know? And yesterday she had called me and she mentioned that she said that she really enjoyed how I'm all shy saying it. But she said she really enjoyed how I conversate with you guys, how we go into depth, like for example, with native and all. It was actually considered. She offered me, and I was like, say less, I am on your side, to do a like a rainbow medicine project where she is highly spiritual. She has so many years of wisdom and knowledge that she like firsthand gained, and you can feel the purity in her words. It's insane. Like when you talk to her, it's like you start to wonder, am I getting punked? Because she's too unreal, honestly. Like it's amazing the vibe that she has. And she wanted to structure something to where we can offer you guys and teach you how to really get there. And by that, it means you'll have the honor of working with not only myself, but Miss Anna Krista, which is amazing. Like I said, I mean, she has this amazing Russian accent that I love because it's very firm. It's very Russian. Her personality is very Russian. You know, you think about Russians and you think about vodka. And she's like vodka, you know, it's very strong, but she's sweet at the same time. So it's like, you're happy once you drink vodka. I get dancy and happy when I drink vodka. But in a sense, she's not intoxicating because you're very present in that moment. So think of her as the smoothest vodka. Hello, fur and feathers, as you could ever, like imagine. Like vodka that your mom made. Let's put it that way. I don't know if it is the knowledge, the wisdom that she has with every word. Like every word she speaks is it's carefully thought right before she delivers it, you know, and she's right to the point. So keep in mind that working with her, you're not going to, I mean, I'm already not sugarcoating it for you guys, but she's not going to sugarcoat it either. And it's right to the work, you know, it's what we need to hear. And I can sit here and tell you guys about how amazing life is when you get on the other side. But she is that step, or the climbing step that you need to get you there. And like I said, I mean, I just had my session with her on Friday, and I met her 2 days prior to that. So it's barely going to be a week, probably tomorrow, that we've known each other. But I feel like I have known her my whole life. Because sometimes I don't even need to say things. She already knows. And if there's ever been a time in your mind when you're like, I want to get a reading or anything like that, or I want to work on myself, and you are going to spend money on something that is so unsure, let me tell you, you guys need to talk to Dr. Anna. I'm going to call her doctor because she has a PhD, guys. And honestly, like she's just, the fact that she doesn't retain her wisdom to herself and make it like, I don't want you to have what I have. No, she is very giving. And when somebody gives you their wisdom, that's like the highest level of, or that's like the most expensive gift that you can have, because nobody's going to open themselves up just because. And when somebody really wants to teach you and somebody sees something in you, that's you need to go for it, and you better stop your nonsense, because if you don't, that's like your golden ticket right there. And if there's anything that can confirm it, I mean, simply just look at the last 4 days. I met Native. All these people have been jumping on here. And I would say add Dr. Anna, Krista, because she is, I don't know, guys. I literally, it's like ask and you shall receive. Because when I met her, she jumped into one of my lives. How lucky am I? And at first I thought she was like not real, because she was like, I want to jump in. And I was like, okay, well, just give me a second, you know? But I did not expect, that's like kind of like the people that you meet and you build kind of like a resistance because they catch you off guard. But they're so secure of themselves. They're so confident in every word and every step they take that you just trust them. You know that you can trust this person, and you know that you're not trusting blindly. You know that this person at some point in your past you've met, and this person was the one sign that was going to tell you you're where you're supposed to be. And she does sessions. Exactly. Everything happens for a reason, guys. And she is the most, if you're a person that needs science, if you're a person that needs any type of, I mean, when I say that she has spent most of her life, if not more than half of her life, studying, I mean, that doesn't even, how many degrees did you mention you had, Krista? If I'm not mistaken, you said 240? But simply the story of like her upbringing, it's like a movie to me. When she was telling me, it's like if I felt like I was watching a history movie, like, you know, about the Soviets and all that. It's like, wow. It's a part of the world that I have never seen, but I was able to see through her, you know? And when somebody is able to show you that without you even being there, guys, and it's like you can thank you so much, Person Feather. You're awesome, honestly. And Ron, let me tell you, when you can sense her communicating to you without a word, I mean, and you know, because it's really easy. 9 diplomas, 3 Turkmenistan, 3 from Russia and Ukraine, 250 certificate, guys. Talk about that. Look at that. I'm gonna go with the flow and be like water. So if you guys really want some more spiritual insight, but I'm not crazy blue stalking, I also lived a full life. Exactly, guys. That's what I say. Like, everything that she talks is very well thought out and has a specific reason and meaning for it. She doesn't just say things just to say them. She speaks with purpose. And you don't meet people like that very often. People that seem genuine and then they're not. Because you can tell. You and I know when you can tell. That's when you see somebody and you feel something in your stomach. It's not the tacos from the other day, guys. That's your instinct. That's your gift from Mary Magdalene, your intuition. That's your femininity. It doesn't mean you got to be a female. It means to have that nurturing side of you, to care when you see somebody in need. That's embodying God. And she is literally the best way to show you how consciousness is God. Because it's like, I already knew, but you always want that higher up confirmation, right? And then here she comes. I didn't look for her. She found me. And I don't mean this in any disrespect, but if you have seen Covenant, I am very fond of one of the high priestess, because she just has this way with words, and she just seems like so graceful. And you look at her and you think of art. Like expensive art. And I remember telling Linda, like, this was literally probably a day before I met her, if not the same day. But I remember telling Linda, like, oh, you know, I really like this character. Like, I just wish I had somebody like her that like was just there for me. And then here comes Anna. And I was like, what? No way. She even has like a resemblance. I don't know, man. It's just she's not from here, definitely, but she was definitely sent to guide us all because she has the tools, guys, and she has not only knowledge but she has wisdom. She has many years of wisdom, and she's seen many things. She's lived many things. I think that the more I get to know her, there are more reasons why I admire her. So, man, I could sit here and talk forever about her. But you guys really need to look into her. She's amazing. She also has a YouTube channel. In her YouTube channel will you find the videos that she's created. I tried one today on my hand because I told you guys that I have like the carpal tunnels. And lately, especially when I'm here or when I'm trying to play guitar or something, like well, you guys see how I have a pinky that's kind of like out of place, right? And this has been hurting somewhat. If you see, it's kind of like purple because it's like really soft. And I hadn't said this, but one time my dad hit me and I put my hand on my butt so he wouldn't smack me. But when he smacked me, he bent this thumb all the way back, and it didn't break or anything, but it pretty much caused like my thumb to be connected to my index finger. So for the longest time, anytime, your finger kind of moves when you do this, but for the longest time, like I would do this and my finger would do this. So as I started talking about all this and I started these lives and all this, I started to massage my hand because I realized that my whole arm was swollen at one point from like my elbow up. And you can feel the knots like on my muscles. So I started massaging it and whatnot, and like my palm, like in between my knuckles and stuff, it's like a burning pain, like if your hand was asleep and it's like just burning, right? And you know what's crazy, guys? That my grandma's name is Goya as well. So you're gonna tell me that she's not heaven sent? That's her. The at Krista Goya is her YouTube channel, so you guys can check her out. But yeah, so like I've been having a lot of issues, and today she taught me, or I watched a video. She sent me one of her videos on how you're supposed to align your fingers back into their sockets, pretty much. And when she sent me that, I didn't tell her, but I was actually journaling at that moment, and my hand was hurting really bad before she sent me that message. So it's like if I called her, pretty much, right? And as she mentions how you're supposed to like press in slightly until like you're gonna feel like kind of like your knuckles and your muscles going into place, like you're gonna feel them pop and such. And as you're twisting them, you're gonna start hearing popping noises and whatnot. But then when you pull it out, like I kid you not, I felt this all the way over here, and I was able to finish my journaling without having to stop a million times because my hand was hurting. So she just has a sense of like making you see everything a little bit different, honestly, and you guys really need to get to know her because she's amazing. She is so unique. I thought people like that didn't exist, honestly, but we have something that we're gonna be working on, and I'm really excited because this is allowing me to help you guys, not just by motivating you guys, but giving you the tools and being able to. She has, and this is not from me, this is her. She has the tools to help you guys, and I want you guys to embrace her, because if there's anybody that you're going to trust into doing these things, if you're ever thinking about getting a tarot reading or anything, I think that it's best to do it with somebody that has and that is willing to give purity and has a lot of wisdom, and that invested and dedicated themselves into getting to the root of things, And I can honestly say that she did all those things. She knows exactly what you're talking about, the feelings. It's like you're all connected. So she's definitely an interesting person to talk to. Man, like I said, I can sit here forever and tell you guys, but in all honesty, like I am excited at what is in the works, because I don't even want to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but it's not going to be jinxed, because you know what? It's going to happen. Because you guys are here today, because you guys need this, because you guys watch, because something in you is telling me there's something that has to change. Yes, you know, it's crazy because I hadn't thought about it as a church. I just wanted to be your guys' space to come in and decompress from the world. Whatever you guys want it to be, that's what it's going to be, because you guys are the main essence of it and the reason for all of this coming together. Guys, it's not a coincidence that you're here. It's not a coincidence that you found me. It's not a coincidence that you had these ideas. It's not a coincidence that Native is here. None of this is coincidence. It is all happening at the exact moment, at the right time, when the world is chaos, because you know what? The world still needs you to be kind and rewind. And the coming of Jesus, guys, is you loving yourself and accepting yourself. And until then, you're going to learn or see that the coming of Jesus is compassion, is patience, and it's wisdom. To think before you speak, to see deeper than the words that are being spoken. Because they hold a lot more than what's shown to you. There's a lot deeper, a lot more pain that is rooted and embedded in your DNA. So you're not an issue, you're not a problem. You are this way because that's what your ancestors knew best. But you get to be cool and have all the tools and community to support you in making and stopping that cycle. So that's why you're here. You're not queer. You're not weird. You're in the right place at the right time. We gotta get this out there. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much, Native, for investing in that tapping shit. I'm gonna have to get mine right now, so I love you guys. I love you, Krista. I love you, Native. Thank you, Ron, if you're still here. If not, thank you guys. Remember, guys, it's not a fart, it's your intuition.